It is.
For BYU, dog. BYU, every weekend has been like this. Every weekend has been like this. They have been underdogs. They can't do it. It's always something. I just don't know how. What are people looking at when it comes to BYU, dog? Trying to figure it out. I picked BYU every game since week 2, and everything's been right. Cause we're gonna go into this game. This is a playoff game, like you say. Every game is a playoff game. And it starts now. They had a nice week off. Players getting healthy. What do you have on this game as I bring this game up on the screen?
I think it's gonna be a fantastic game, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's gonna be a game where, adjustments is gonna have to be made. And I think it's gonna be also a game where the stars are gonna perform and the players that's not gonna perform aren't gonna perform. The stars are gonna show this game. The stars are going to show this game. This is the platform. This is the opportunity. College game day is going to be there. Right now, I bet it's buck wild out there already. I'm telling you right now, it's probably crazy out there already. And I'm telling you that it's going to be a game because this is a playoff game. This is it. This is a playoff game. This is potentially a playoff game. 8 and 9, you're right there in the cusp. I believe it's 12 now. I believe it's 12.
It's 12 our time, but it's 11. Texas time, and Lubbock is going to be 11.
When I'm saying 12 as well, I mean as in the playoffs as well.
Oh,
so
for sure.
You gotta 8, 9. If you lose, what leverage? What room? Where's the room? Did you get any wiggle room?
This is the wiggle room.
There is little margin of error. Texas Tech though, they are top 5 in offense and defense. They top 5 in offense and top 10 in defense. But my thing with that is, their quarterback, the first 3 games, Mr. Morton, his first 3 games, he got about 1,000 yards off Ark Pine Bluff, Kent State, and Oregon State. He got about almost 1,000 yards with them 3 teams. He has 1,750 for the year. So his first 3 games, he had about 1,000 yards. So, I'm trying to figure out, is he really like that or is it just popcorn?
Could be popcorn, dog.
I think it might be popcorn. I have seen a little film. He looks a little indecisive in the pocket, and he looks like, he makes good decisions, but it just a little too, incisive what he want to do. And I think he hangs the ball too long in the air. Now, mind you, they do have a good running back over there. I know they're going to try to pound the ball. I know they're going to try to pound the ball on BYU, and I know I have a feeling they might be trying to interchange quarterbacks. But to me, I think it plays right into BYU's hands.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody should be healthy. Everybody should be there. And of course, we know who their leader is. I think he's going to be ready to go. The senior, the freshman Bear is going to be ready to go because he's playing like he's been there for 4 years. And I'm telling you now, everybody's there. Offense, defense. I don't want to really give my prediction of the score right now, but this game I feel is going to be tight. But I think it can potentially get out of hand. All I'm going to say. That's all I'm gonna say right here.
So
That's all
I'm
I'm
gonna ask you this right here:
gonna say.
Does BYU have the defense to contain Tech's explosive offense?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. I mean, look, man, you got too many guys on that defense that's making plays.
Right.
Too many guys on defense that's making plays. It's like if you haven't watched him all year, it's like a boxing match. They be on the ropes sometimes. They be on the ropes.
Yeah.
If it's 12 rounds, after the 6th round, that's halftime. Look, let's make adjustments. Let's see. Let's do this. They tweak it a little bit, and then they shoot off. Look, this week we're gonna see refreshed. Now they can't come out lackluster. Bye week now, that 1 week can get you a little, gotta get the kinks out the armor. That's why I hope they've been still trying to practice hard. Attention to detail, things of that nature. And I'm pretty sure Texas Tech they don't want to lose either, man.
No,
They're not trying to
no.
They're not trying to lose again. So, my thing is, I think BYU has the advantage. I know Texas Tech got some good ballers on defense, good team ball. One of the guys leading, sacks, he's up there with sacks. This team is good. And they are giving up 76 yards a game in the run. That's pretty impressive. But they got to go against LJ. They got to go against Bear. They got to go against that dynamic offense. And if I'm BYU, I'm gonna spread it out, and we're gonna get busy. Simple as that. Because to me, their defense has a little kinks in their armor.
They
And
do.
I'm talking secondary.
They
And
do.
it could get real nasty. That's all I'm gonna say. Because the 2 receivers on BYU, they slept on all year.
For sure.
Mr. Chase and Picks. So,
all right. So, piggyback off what you were saying, right? Texas Tech, their biggest strength on defense is their defensive line, right? All these sacks, like you said, they've been playing popcorns. A lot of those sacks came from popcorns, right?
popcorn.
But if I'm Aaron Roderick, right, and they got all these sacks, they rushing up the field, we don't even know if they're disciplined or not. I looked at some tape. They ain't look too disciplined. They're talented. Like, one guy's going to be drafted on day 1, and another guy's going to get drafted as well, right? Probably at least 3 of them going to get drafted. But if I was BYU, I'm testing the edges. From the film I've seen, they have given up some explosive plays on the edges. Run it right at either one of those ends. Just test the edges. And how do you contain, or how do you slow down a pass rush, right? Don't pass. Just run the ball. Who is there to pass rush if you running the ball? Like, they go upfield, but you gone. Like, LJ gone. He upfield already. And also utilizing the quick game. All right. You can't get a sack if the ball is gone. Utilize the quick game. And honestly, Kingston should be a slot receiver. He's not, because JoJo was out. But Kingston is a very dynamic in the slot. So I would expect him to have a humongous game. And I also expect Chase Roberts to have a humongous game, because whatever number 7 is on the field for Texas Tech, please throw the ball wherever he's at. Jordan, whoever number 7 lines up against, throw the ball to that guy. To whoever is number 7 is checking from Texas Tech, throw the ball to that guy. Their linebackers also cannot cover tight ends. So put their linebackers in space. Texas Tech is, all right, they run the ball, right? They still got air raid principles. They run the ball. But they're a Big 12, a classic Big 12 team, like an Oklahoma State, with Mike Gundy. They're just a classic Big 12 team. The difference between them and BYU is not the classic Big 12 team. They're not. They are built like a Big 10 team. They run the ball a lot. They got linebackers. Their defensive line is not designed to get stacks. They take on double teams and let the linebackers make plays, which they are going to make plays because both of them are playing. All of them are playing, right? BYU secondary slept on. Dogs at cornerback, dogs at safety. So I don't care how good Texas Tech. I'm listening to the media again, and they fall for the same thing it's like they're waiting for BYU to make a mistake, but they're not looking at the makeup of BYU of the team. They're not looking at that. They just going Texas Tech. Oh, they got splash plays. They're bravado. They got Dickey, the deep shots. But are you looking at how they are getting attacked though?
Yeah.
BYU can attack you in so many different ways, man. They gonna run the ball. That's coming. The only weakness is, like you've been saying this whole season, the only weakness is Bear being a freshman. But is that really a weakness?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give the advantage to the coaching staff at BYU.
Yeah.
If BYU is winning at halftime, it can potentially get out of hand.
Man.
It could, because second half adjustments, check, goes to BYU. And like you said, this is not a prediction segment. We're just previewing the game. But what I've seen is Texas Tech weakness. Their guards are weak on the offensive line. Their linebackers are weak. And wherever number 7 is, throw the ball to whoever is lined up across from number 7. That's where you need to go the whole game. He's either going to get a penalty or he's going to get toasted. Either one. But I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What makes BYU's formula for winning consistent from week to week? What is it?
Resiliency.
Mm-hmm.
Resiliency.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's like a boxing match, and you hit somebody hard, and you like, dang, he eat that? Hit him again. Dang, what's going on? Hit him again. Like the Rocky movie. Not that he just keep coming back. And then they prevail at the end. We've been saying it. I'm telling you, since the ECU game for me with them, I was watching. I'm like, man, I thought Bear, like you said, I thought he was the weakness. I thought the freshman was the weakness, but that's not an issue.
So what's the weakness?
They complete each other. The weakness to me that I've been saying all year is third down conversions.
Yes, for sure.
If they are converting on third down, it's not going to be a problem at all. That is the main thing. They're going to control the game the whole time. That's the only weakness I see in BYU. They have to do better on third down. That's it. But as far as play, toe for 10%,
like they got to get it up to like between the 40s and 50s, man.
I would say get it if they're in the 50s. If they in the 50s, it's gonna be it could get nasty real quick. If they in the 60s and 70s, the game gonna be over. It's gonna be over way before, because I know BYU defense is gonna get stops. This team plays right into their hands. They play right into their hands. I'm sorry, just play right into their hands. Like I said, the quarterback for me, I would want to. We're gonna see if he the real deal too. We're gonna see if he the real deal.
Because this secondary ain't no joke.
He got 15 touchdowns and four interceptions for the year. I want to see is he the real deal. The two films that I've seen, the Arizona State, just look, he very indecisive, bro. Just very indecisive. Just with some of his throws, it hangs the ball a little bit too much.
I don't think he played it. I don't think you played in the Arizona State game. I think you played in the last game that they played.
Well, the game I seen, Arizona State, they look.
That was Hammond. That was Will Hammond.
Yeah. So Was Mr. Morton hurt? Was he hurt or
Yeah, he was hurt. But he
okay?
played
So
last
he
game,
he
but he was
hurt a
rested though.
couple. Yeah, he must have been hurt a couple times because they
Yeah.
entertained twice. So okay, well there we go right there. So to me, he could potentially be why they lost the Arizona State game then. So this is another thing. This
How
is what I'm
can
saying.
if BY loses this game, why would it be? Other than third down conversions, if
Okay.
BYU was to lose this game, what happened for them to lose?
The
If that was the case.
Texas Tech just start rolling. And when a team go on all cylinders, you can't do anything. Look, this is what I'm saying. If I get three stops in a row, and I get 14 points out of at least 2 out of the 3 stops, that's 14 zip. Let me do that again. That's 28 zip. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes moving the ball is best to get that first down, just to keep the clock, and then it's in your possession. It doesn't matter about, it's timing, and then as well as, yo, dang, we had our last 6 possessions is all punts. Are they gonna punt 6 times back to you? Are they gonna get 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 points off 6 punts? That's if you're getting a field goal each time. That's 18 points to zip.
Yeah.
So that's my thing. It's who is gonna get rolling. I
Mhm.
just feel like BYU has a better team to get rolling than Texas. We're gonna see, bro. This is how I feel. Like I said, their first 3 games, Pine Bluff, Kent State, Oregon State. That quarterback had almost 1,000 yards off those 3 teams and got 17 for the year. And I think
Mhm.
2 or 3 games he didn't play. So give or take, maybe 23, 24. Like I say, man, we gonna see. I just don't see them, 196. They giving up 196 yards in the air a game. Like I see Bear getting more than that. I see him getting
Yeah.
more than 196 passing. I see them getting more than 70, 74 yards rushing. I see Bear getting 50, 60. I see LJ getting 50, 60. That's 120. So, I
LJ
just don't
over
see,
100 for sure.
I don't see the numbers. Is the numbers gonna add up? This is my thing.
So
And the popcorns to me is why, but we ain't gonna do that
yeah,
because you gotta come play every week.
you gotta play every week.
You gotta
But
come
hey,
play every
look,
week.
so BYU is a heavy cover 2 defensive team, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to run them out of them playing cover 2 for the most part. They play cover 2. Texas Tech they can run the ball. They can run the ball with Dickey, right?
Yeah.
But what it is those possessions where they do get stopped.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You got cover 2. You got it's just I don't see what the national media is looking at when it comes to these games, man, because Texas Tech has holes. They have holes all over the field.
You already said it.
I've rarely seen BYU have busted coverage. Now you can
Yeah.
run on BYU, but it's bend not break. When it's time,
Don't
somebody's gonna
break.
make a play. Kelly, Gasker, one of those guys gonna make a play.
Great, bro. I'm telling you.
Satuala, he's gonna make a play. Hall made a play in the Utah game. So many
Johnson,
guys, Johnson, Bamba,
cornerback.
Alexander. It's too many players that can make plays. And then the defensive line, it's like the timing of them plays that they make. And I just really don't see it, man. I looked at I looked at the film. I I honestly think Utah presented more challenges to BYU than Texas Tech does.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I look.
Because once you load the box up and stop Dickey, man, they are really not like that, man. They're not.
He spread the ball around though. It's about 3 or 4 receivers that got about 400 yards or more. So
Yeah.
they spread the ball around over there. But I just, like I said, I think it just plays right into BYU's hands.
Yo, here's the difference between like Utah and BYU, right? They got Utah down early, right? We all know Devin Dampier isn't an elite QB when it comes to reading the field and throwing it down the field. You start playing zone on him, and they have to throw the ball. Utah's cooked.
Yeah.
Bear is not that. You're not going to be able to do that to Bear. Bear will figure it out. If not, he can run. If he could throw it down the seam, he can throw it out. He can make all the throws. He's just a freshman. So
Yeah.
people in their mind, I feel like in their mind, they're just like, yo, it's no way this guy's doing this. You really got to go back. I guarantee you by when it's all said and done, Bear Bachmeier will be breaking records for a freshman.
Yeah.
He's just really like that. It's all you can say. How many games do we have to play and prove that he's really that guy? Because right now he's on pace to make Big 12 first team All-American. Show me another quarterback that's really better than him, other than Baylor's quarterback, Robertson. Just let me know.